Jamal Hill versus Alex Pereira, and I'm going to give you my prediction, guys, on who I think is going to win this fight. I've already done a prediction video, so you can check that out of the full card, but I do want to touch on who I think is going to win and how they're going to get it done in this video, straight to the point. Now, guys, I've been looking at this fight, I've been researching it, and I've come to my conclusion, guys. My prediction, guys, for this fight. Now, Alex Pereira is the favorite, guys. He's a 2-weight champion, a middleweight champion. He was a light heavyweight champion, and to be fair to him, he has won his fights, guys, in light heavyweights. He beat Jan Blachowicz, and he knocked out, well, TKO'd Jiri Prochazka in his last fight. I would personally say it was a little bit of an early stoppage, but I'm not going to complain because Jiri didn't complain, so it was a fair win. But guys, Jamal Hill has been out of the octagon now for a while. Yeah, so in July 14th, he had an injury on his Achilles tendon, so it's like a foot injury, and that can be a devastating injury, guys. There's people that don't fully recover and come back from that, and since then, his last fight was actually in January 21, 2023. So he's been out of the ring now, guys, for about a year and 3 months. So it's been a while since he's been out the ring. But guys, when he was fighting, I've actually gone back, I've looked at his fights. He's only lost to Paul Craig, and I've analyzed that fight, guys. He lost due to some sort of arm break in that fight. It was a submission where his arm broke, and the referee just stopped it because his arm was limp. He wanted to carry on, but it would have been too dangerous. Paul Craig has a crazy ground game as it is. After that, he knocked out Jimmy Crute. He knocked out Johnny Walker. He beat Thiago Santos, and he decision win Glover Teixeira, who's a very close friend of Alex Pereira. Now, Alex Pereira, on the other hand, I'm going to do a brief look on Alex Pereira, and then I'm just going to let you know my prediction's already there, guys. My prediction. So again, Alex Pereira came in the UFC. He was a quick rise to the top, beat Israel Adesanya. He lost to Israel Adesanya, beat Jan Blachowicz, and then he beat Jiri. So he hasn't had a lot of experience in the UFC. He used to be a kickboxer, guys. Glory kickboxer. He's one of the best ones in best kickboxers in the game. Now, after my analysis, guys, and looking at this thoroughly, Alex Pereira is actually 36 years old, so he's getting up there in age, guys. And Jamal Hill is still quite young. He's 32. 4-year gap, but it does make a difference, guys, in this sport. Once you reach that 35, 36, 37 range, fighters do tend to slow down. From what I can see, guys, I'm gonna hopefully don't get in trouble for copyright. I just want to show you some of Jamal Hill's highlights here to show all of it. So yeah, so these are his finishes. This is when he obviously finished Johnny Walker. He's an orthodox type of fighter, guys. He doesn't fight like your standard boxer. He's got punches that come out of different angles. He's quick, he's fast. That's when he knocked out Johnny Walker, guys. And this is Jimmy Crute finish, where he finished Jimmy Crute. He's very good, guys, on his feet, man. Jamal Hill, very fast, very technical, and he's like a breath of fresh air in this division, guys. I remember when he fought St. Preux, and guys, it was just Jamal Hill is one of those guys who fights like he's fighting over the last. Have you ever been around the dinner table, guys, and there's like one of the last pieces of bread on the table, guys, and you're starving? He's fighting for that piece of bread, guys. That's how he fights. He's an absolute animal, guys. He fights like he's got a dog in him, guys. And he's much younger. He's got a lot more output, guys, in my opinion. He can be a little bit reckless, but he does throw his punches and everything at the right times, in my opinion. And then this is obviously his fight with Thiago Santos. I can only show bits of this as well. Thiago Santos was trying to hit him with kicks and everything, but Jamal Hill, guys, he had that pressure, and when he senses that you are hurt, one thing about Jamal Hill, guys, is he jumps on you. Now, we do know Alex Pereira has been hurt before. He's been hurt by Israel Adesanya, and he's been knocked out by Israel Adesanya, so he can get hurt. Jamal Hill seems to go for the kill. He doesn't hesitate. He will not stop till he puts you out, guys, and that's what you've got to respect that about Jamal Hill. So in my eyes, from the way I've seen it, he's a finisher, guys. He's when he smells that blood, he will go for it. Now, the best fight I've seen from Jamal Hill, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you all of this as well, but it was the fight against Glover Teixeira. Glover Teixeira is a veteran of the game, guys. Even though at his late age, he's still been beating a lot of these top light heavyweights. Jan Blachowicz, he had a fight with Jiri, and it was a good fight, guys. Jamal Hill literally dogged him in this fight, guys. I'm talking about a beatdown from round 1 to round 5. And when I say beatdown, guys, it was a masterclass at the same time. He outclassed him everywhere. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Glover Teixeira is anywhere near Alex Pereira's level. Alex Pereira's got much better kickboxing than Glover Teixeira. It's not even the same. But I'm just, the shot selection this guy uses, guys, and the way he fights, he throws his punches, guys, from different angles. He as I said, he fights for the last piece of bread on the table, guys. He fights for the last. If he fights like he's hungry, guys, and he hasn't eaten for days. He's just got that dog in him, guys. And there's something about the way he's fighting, the way I've researched, and his age especially. For me, he will BART Simpson Alex Pereira, guys. So BART Simpsoning someone, guys, it's when you basically are going to be mocking them, guys. I think he's going to outdo Alex Pereira in this fight. Now, don't get me wrong, Alex Pereira I think he's better technically, but when it comes down to a dog fight and just swinging out and brawling, I think Jamal Hill is going to give it to him. And Alex Pereira, don't get me wrong, he's got that good left hook. I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. Alex Pereira is actually a beast of a fighter, but in my opinion, guys, Alex Pereira, he's getting past it in age now. He's 36 and he's slowing down. As I said, he got rattled by Izzy in the first fight. He got knocked out as well, and since then, yes, don't get me wrong, he's had some good wins in light heavyweight, Jan Blachowicz and Jiri, but in my opinion, guys, these guys aren't at the level in terms of boxing of Jamal Hill. They're a little bit older now. Jiri is definitely a good challenge, and in my opinion, Jiri was winning that fight until he started coming too forward, and Alex Pereira timed him and knocked him out. But for me, Jamal Hill has a more of a fluid style, guys. For me, Alex Pereira's style is a little bit robotic. Don't get me wrong, it's probably, in terms of kicks and everything, he's an animal in this game. And again, I could get this wrong, but from my opinion, he's gone up in weight for this fight. Yeah, so he's gone up in weight for this fight as well, guys. Usually, guys, not always the case, but when you go up at a weight class where you're not naturally, well, I can't say Alex Pereira is not naturally a light heavyweight, but that's not his usual weight class. His weight class is his middleweight, so he's come up to light heavyweight, and he's trying to obviously defend his belt there and become he's trying to obviously build up a record where he can reign in this division as well. But in my opinion, he hasn't got a lot of experience in the UFC as well. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Jamal Hill has anything significant in terms of wrestling, but I do believe Alex Pereira has not seen a fighter like Jamal Hill in his career. Yes, he's seen Israel Adesanya, but Jamal Hill is a little bit too fluid in my opinion. And in my opinion, I think Jamal Hill is going to get this done, guys. Now, he could potentially knock Alex Pereira out. I can see it happening. But yeah, so I'm gonna take a dark horse. He is the underdog, guys. I think he's 2-1 favorite, probably a little bit more. 2-1 underdog, guys. I think it's probably a little bit more than that. But again, he's a bit of a dark horse in this division. If you go back, guys, and if you have a chance to watch his highlights, I highly recommend checking his highlights. But in my opinion, he's gonna BART Simpson Jamal. He's gonna BART Simpson Alex Pereira. So what is BART Simpsoning? He's gonna do this to Alex Pereira, guys. He's gonna literally put his shorts down and he's gonna basically mock Alex Pereira in this fight. I've seen an interview as well, and he's gonna say what he said in that interview. Watch when we get in there, we'll see what happens. And he's confident in himself, guys. He's very confident in himself. Again, the only person who Alex Pereira has lost to is Israel Adesanya. So if we have a quick look at Israel Adesanya is the one who knocked out Alex Pereira, Now don't get me wrong, Alex Pereira did win the first fight by TKO, but Izzy came back and he knocked him out. Since then they haven't fought. So, and on top of that, guys, Jamal Hill has been speaking to Israel Adesanya. There's actually an interview out saying he's been in contact with Israel Adesanya, and Israel Adesanya has given him some advice. Now, the biggest dangerous weapon Alex Pereira is going to have is going to be his leg kicks, guys. But Jamal Hill has said he has been preparing for those leg kicks. He's been practicing how to stop them. He's been actively putting a strategy in place to neutralize those leg kicks. So if he's able to stop those leg kicks, it's going to make it a much more competitive of a fight. I do believe he's much quicker on his feet than Alex Pereira as well. So he may be able to move in and out better. But again, guys, that's just going to be my pick. My pick, again, official prediction. Jamal Hill to BART SIMPSON the hell out of Alex Pereira. Eat my shorts, pull his shorts down and say, eat this. That's my opinion, guys. Just want to have a look at Alex Pereira's social media now. For me, guys, personally, I've noticed with Alex Pereira, since obviously his success, he's doing a lot more interviews. He's on social media a lot more. He does a lot of posting on social media. His following has gone up a lot. He does like to troll his opponents, this, that. Now, usually, guys, when someone does start getting big, guys, that's the point where the success can start getting to their head. Now, again, guys, I'm not saying Alex Pereira is not a disciplined guy, but one thing I have noticed is he has been doing a lot of promos with different people, different celebrities and stuff. And sometimes, guys, when you get yourself out there too much, you can lose focus. Now, don't get me wrong, he's always still training. He looks very disciplined, but for me, guys, this can be a red flag of success. Sometimes, guys, that success can get to your head, and it can just cause you to be less hungry and potentially be at a risk of losing. As I said, he's lost to Israel Adesanya before. When he won Israel first time, I'm sure the success went up, and then he lost. So you just got to look at these factors, guys. So that's just on his social media. Whereas someone like a Jamal Hill, I would say he's still an underdog. Jamal Hill's only got 350k followers. Alex Pereira has 2.5 million. And for me, guys, he's more of an underdog. People are writing Jamal Hill off. People don't think he can do it. But as I said, I've looked at I've looked into this guy, guys, and he's more than what meets the eye, guy, with this geezer. He might not have the best physique. He might not even be the most popular, but don't write off Jamal Hill, guys. Go have a look at his highlights. The guy is slick, sneaky guy, and it's usually the guys that are written off that can pull it off. Again, I could get this wrong, but yeah. And the other thing is, I did put a poll out on my channel, guys. It's only been out for like an hour, but the results have come back so far. They're probably going to change. A lot of people are picking Alex Pereira to win this, and I just think, guys, that's the most obvious pick. Not saying he can't win, but I think people are missing out on Jamal Hill, are sleeping on Jamal Hill. He's underdog at this division. I think he's a dark horse in this fight as well. And people are sleeping on him big time. Remember, he's only lost to Paul Craig. That was through an arm bar. Well, his arm broke. He didn't even tap. He was TKO and his arm broke. But you can't write Jamal Hill off, guys. I do give him a shot. I think he's going to BART SIMPSON Alex Pereira. So yeah, that is my take. And Jamal Hill as an underdog to beat Alex Pereira. Catch you in the next one.